During his ministry, Jesus said a lot about love and forgiveness, but he also said some very harsh things. Like in Mark chapter 9, he says, "And if anyone causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to be thrown into the sea with a large millstone tied around his neck." In other words, Jesus says it would be better for you to die a horrible, grisly death than to cause a younger Christian to sin. Why? Well, I think for the same reason that it's so ugly when you see a bully picking on someone younger than them. You can see it in your mind in slow motion almost. A child with a bunch of books or something breakable in their arms, walking down the hall, and the bully kicks out one of their legs so they sprawl on the floor. Things are broken and scattered, and maybe they bite their tongue and there's blood or a skinned chin. And the reason that we detest that image so much is we know that young one can't protect themselves. That bully is bigger than they are. And it's the same thing when older Christians don't pay attention to the things that they're saying and doing, and they lead younger ones into sin. These young ones are in a stage where they're supposed to be in the training stage. We're supposed to be leading them to the promises of God, to learn about what sin is and what God promised to do about it, and how Jesus went to the cross to take those sins away. We're supposed to be training them how to live lives which turn away from sin and give glory to God. And yet, if we do the opposite, Jesus says, better for you to die than to do the opposite. See, the world sometimes doesn't take sin very seriously, but Jesus always did. In fact, that's why he came to this earth. He came to go to the cross for our sin. He came to have all light and love taken away from him, to suffer our debt. He came to pay it all and to set us free. So yeah, maybe we don't pay as much attention to our words and our actions and our choices as we should. Maybe we aren't thinking about those younger Christians that are learning from us, perhaps learning to sin. Jesus says, you should. And when we fail, he is still gracious, and he invites us back to his cross to see where our sin was paid for, and to know the forgiveness and the peace that he has provided.